Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we'll see one of the more dangerous passing offenses. The Texans are top 10 in passing TDs, and they go up against the Jaguars defense that will need to be on its game. With that, let's get on out to Houston. We're standing by as our commentary team, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and NRG Stadium in Houston. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Now look at the starting unit, and here's to you, Mr. Robinson.
Oh, I like that one. Allen Robinson, I love coming out of Penn State. Everyone kept telling me he's not fast enough, and I kept pointing to the film and saying yes, but he catches everything. He's definitely a threat.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. If you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
When Nick Fairley's on his game, he is your prototypical defensive tackle who can make disruptive plays. Great hands, really good quickness.
Now they'll throw it. Bortles firing quickly here, and that's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The defensive crew for the Texans. Here's a look.
Whitney Merciless is rapidly becoming one of the top outside linebackers in the game. As well he should. With that name, he's got to be great.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
3 yards left to grab here on 3rd down. Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Well, the coaches mentioned they weren't as concerned about big play offense. They thought they could get some shorter, quicker stuff and be consistent. And that's kind of what they showed there.
What they saw in preparation, what they saw in film, is a defense that likes to get out fast in terms of coverage, meaning they either bail out or they give them a lot of space to throw the underneath stuff, so they decide they take advantage of it and worked on it hard in practice this week.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally, when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff as they take over here 1st and 10. They isolate Hopkins on the left side.
Here we go. Wide and yay. Wide and yay.
On 1st down, Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for such points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Their big-bodied receiver. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Miller, the lone setback. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Fuller. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. To throw his car, and he's got his man on the out route. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Second down now after the pass completion. Now a play fake. Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll make it third down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Their dangerous wide receiver, his second touchdown on the season, and the Jaguars add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a third down.
If you run an out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Here's Carr. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Going up top. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Throwing now is Carr. He's got Fuller. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop.
All right, here we go.
Now Carr again. He finds his target, Fuller. They give him 12 yards and a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Carr now on first down. Caught left side, Hopkins. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Offense readies for a 2nd and 1.
All right, here we go. Red 18.
Carr to throw again. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They come out here in the eye. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll run for it here. This is Prosh, the fullback. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. His throw caught at about the 5. It's a gain of 20 that time. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I'll be get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Carr now to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Ball spotted at the 4. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Miller, and they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll let the power game take over with Prosh. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And Coons connects on this one. It's good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Play fake here on 1st down. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy. They got his man complete. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And that's incomplete.
The out route's such a timing route that sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
All right, here we go.
Again, it's Carr. Oh, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete as well. Here's Matt Bosher now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, yeah, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
They run a draw here on second down. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
They'll come out in the pistol. They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. And he fires one, but incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. Well, they held them to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at them. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
All right, here we go.
Now a play fake. Carr. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
First down, Carr firing quickly here, and that's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Carr now on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Houston first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had to read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Jags grab it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. No man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so it looked like they were in striking.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Jags grab it. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They come up in an offset eye. And they'll run it here. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Now they'll run it on the taunts. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Zerline's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Underneath for Miller. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Give him 16 on the pickup, and it'll give the Texans a first down. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Carr now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Carr will try it again on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
and he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Throwing his car on third down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed.
Super toe.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Second down, 8. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a third and 8.
When he was stopped on that play, we've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Tough spot for the offense. Third and 8. Throwing his Bortles on third down. And Robinson with a big catch. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Give him a couple on the carry there, second and 8. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be third down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yard.
Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Bortles going to try him, and down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Whitney merciless with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward. It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
All right, here we go. Wide and yank. Wide and yank. Come on, baby. Alert. Alert.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here. Second down, and the offense needing 5 yards. Play action. Now it's Carr. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Here's Carr.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Here we go. Wide and yank. Wide and yank.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They have the big cushion here in the final stages of this one. I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Jags, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Houston, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll be at home for one next week against the Oakland Raiders. So that's a wrap for Charles.